Hey guys, Devine here. Hope you're doing fabulous as always. So guys, today I wanted to get into how our brain works a little bit more and a little bit deeper. I know most of you guys out there know I have an e-course called Train Your Brain, and this here is going to dive into it a little bit more, really going into what really makes some people seem like they're smarter, that they have more ability, that they can do more things than you and I can. And we're going to get into how that all operates and how it works right after this. All right, guys, welcome back. So, yeah, guys, I've been going through and, you know me, I'm a constant learner. I'm always trying to continue to grow myself and be the best version of myself I can be. And I really wanted to get into why it seems like there are some people that are just more gifted or more talented or have more ability than other people. And one of the things, guys, I want you to really stop and think about something for a second. The majority of the people that are extremely intelligent in an area, what did it stem from? How did they get to that point to where they were an expert in their field? Okay, main thing, guys, is curiosity. It's having an infatuation with something, right? So see, if you look at like Albert Einstein, he had an infatuation with it, and that's the reason he was always studying, he was always learning, he was always growing to become the best version of himself, to understand things at a greater, deeper level. His curiosity was so strong that all he wanted to do was intake, all the material he could get. He wanted to play with things to see and make it work. He wanted to be that person that was like, hey, I know that there's more. I can do this. I can make this happen, And when you really look at how we as human beings operate, if you study something for 10,000 hours, okay, you will be an expert in it. That doesn't mean that the people who have natural gifts and talents or whatever, that's great and that's fabulous that someone can come out of the mother's womb and play the piano. That's awesome. But you know that if you sat down and practiced for 10,000 hours, you would be just as good as them. I mean, this is what separates people. This is what makes people actually have the ability to do things that seem extraordinary. It's because they have this desire to understand, to grow in whatever field it is, whatever it is, whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's science, whatever it is. They have this desire, they have this curiosity within them that says, I need to know more about this. And we know that when we're curious or we're excited about something, our brains start to stimulate. And you got all these little things in there that help it to start making all these, I don't want to get into all the, the terminology, the neurons and all the other things, the explicit, But what it's doing is when you have curiosity in your brain, you are firing off all these neurons that are producing new things in your brain. See, people, as we get older, we get comfortable living in a lifestyle that we're living in. And what separates people that start late in age and become really successful, like a Morgan Freeman, like a KFC, is because they got curious about how this could actually work. Can I actually do this? Some of the people who became extremely successful did it on accident because they got curious about how they could do this. I know people that have curiosity in them and they get excited for a day, but they never let it take hold. They never let it be part of them, where it's infatuated in their life, where they're like, wow, I gotta know more, I gotta be able to figure this out. And when you do that, when you get to that stage where your curiosity is more important than you doing other things, that's when your brain starts to train itself. Because right now you're living in a lifestyle that you developed. Guys, I'll tell you this. If you want to know why you are where you're at right now, I want you to look at your thought patterns from from years down the road. If you want to know where you're going to be, I want you to look at your thought patterns right now. Guys, it's all about understanding how to train our brains, and the majority of that goes into just wanting it, wanting to be excited about something, being curious how to grow in something. You know, the majority of people who have gained Alzheimer's is not for anything else than they got complacent and they don't use their brain. Their brain is not operating at its potential, right? Because once again, it's already developed this mechanism in there that's programmed you into who you are today. But that's not who you have to be. You can be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. When God created us humans, He didn't create us inferior to one another. He created us all equal. We all have our own gift. We all have our own calling, yes. However, there is an evenness within each and every one of us where we have the ability to be and do anything we want to do. All you have to do is get curious, desire it, figure out, wow, this is something that's really cool to me, and I'm going to study this. And as you're studying it, you're going to become the expert on it. You're going to understand, wow, there's so much more to what I thought I could be. There's so much more that I can do that I thought I could do. Wow, I have the ability to do anything I want to do right now. And it's all because I have this newfound way of thinking, this new excitement, this new way of going about and doing things. So guys, just understand that there is so much more within you. I want you to start to train your brain. I want you to get curious. I want you to get in there and really start to see that you have so much more potential within you. And it really just boils down with getting out there and saying, wow, there's so much more to this life. If I only have to do something for 10,000 hours and I become an expert at it, what can't I be an expert at? Do I want to be an expert on finances? I can do it. All I have to do is study for 10,000 hours. An expert, guys, not good. An expert, where you're leading the pack, where you're teaching it. Doesn't mean you have to go through 10 hours of college. Just means you need to put in the time. You have to be the one who's going to outwork everybody else. Another thing we've always talked about, right? If you want to be successful, outwork your opponents. Anyways, guys, hope you got something out of this. As always, guys, I am here to give you that spirit of increase, because I know if I can change your perspective, I can change your life. And if I can change your life, then we're going to change this world one person at a time. And as always, make sure you create yourself a fabulous day. And now it's time to see who comes calling and texting me. Talk to you soon.